Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about musical knowledge that's important for making sound healing more effective. I'm fortunate enough to have studied music for a long time, and I get a lot of responses from people about the effectiveness of the sound healing sessions that I do, whether it's group sound baths, one-on-one, or couple sound therapies. And one of the main reasons that these treatments can be so powerful and have such a lasting effect and profound effect on clients is because of the use of particular aspects of musical knowledge that I've gained over the years. So I'm going to share 5 different pieces of musical knowledge, some of them technical, some of them physical. If you're interested in doing sound healing, sound therapy, or learning about how to use sound in your practice, I highly recommend that you pick up these 5 bits of knowledge. So the first thing is low frequency, high vibrational instruments. And the reason I want to point out high vibrational versus low frequency is that a lot of times you hear, oh, it's a low frequency thing. Frequency is like changeable, as above, so below kind of knowledge things. So, they say, for example, certain frequencies are healing. And if you just cut the hertz in half, they actually still have the same healing effect. So, 528 is the same as 264. 264 plus 264 is 528. That's essentially going to be an octave lower. So these low instruments are the ones that get inside to move up the low vibrational energy that's stuck in low frequency zones in your body and ignite the higher frequencies. The ones that I use, and I highly recommend if you can figure out how to play a didgeridoo, you pick one up and learn. It's challenging at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's really, really potent. I play the didgeridoo directly at the body, so it's very important to pick up this skill if you can. If not, you can use large frame skin drums. This is the largest one I have. I also have 2 others that are really effective. If you really don't want a skin drum, you can get a non-skin, but there's something definitely more potent in the skin drums. Here's a didgeridoo. So that has a potent effect. People can feel the sound deeply in their body. Not everybody feels each didgeridoo the same. I actually have enough to cover all 12 notes. And here's a skin drum. Just playing them causes the rest of the instruments in my room to vibrate. It's pretty amazing. So high frequency, high vibrational instruments is number 2. These instruments are things like singing bowls, singing bowls are great because they activate things on a cellular level, molecular, and even an atomic level if you have the right frequencies, especially in combination. We'll get into that later. High frequency, high vibrational. You can actually feel the sound. Other instruments that are like that could be something like this hand pan here. So these types of instruments are vital in moving high vibrational, high frequency, positive energy thoughts into the space, calling in positivity and helping people align. So the third thing I recommend is having chordal instruments, like a piano, which is behind me, or you might have a guitar that you want to use. But these instruments are quite important, and it's because you can use them to play harmonies that you can end up singing along with. So also, when you have chordal harmonies, it allows you to shift quickly through different chords and allows you to be able to keep a constant movement of the flow of frequencies that people are experiencing. So just basic knowledge. You don't have to learn too much, but you should have some basic understanding of how to play some sort of chordal instrument and how to work through some chord progressions on that instrument. Point number 4 being you need an understanding of musical theory, music knowledge, in particular chord structures and how they relate to the different vibrational points in the bodies. Some people refer to as chakras. There's also specific vibrational energies that play directly into our, our 0-point field, electromagnetic field. Some people refer to them as the higher chakras, whatever you want to call them. It's the way we interact with the field around us and how we draw energy in and put energy outwards, kind of like generated from our beautiful electromagnetic heartbeat. More to come on that in another video. But having an understanding of these structures and how they relate to specific chakras ties in, and it ties together all these different things I've been talking about. For example, I had this bowl that I was playing, right? And I had this didgeridoo I was playing. So I played that didgeridoo note. That was not really good because I was holding it with one hand. Let me try that again. So I can play all of those instruments together because I know they're in the right key, I understand the chords, and I know that this is specifically working with this area of the body, which can be referred to as the sacral, this area which is the third eye, and the heart, those 3 notes that I played together. D minor chord. So understanding your major and minor chords and how they work together and what notes can be put together is vital. They activate higher dimensional consciousness. It goes on from there. You can add in more notes, but we'll get into that stuff later. Now the 5th one, I really want to stress that if you're doing sound therapy for others, the best way to really connect, there's the most powerful instrument that we possess is our own body and the voice, the ability to sing. I was in D minor, I'll stay there. Fill my heart, open my mind. I'm pairing in my vocalizing with my knowledge of music chord structures, I know on a D minor chord, I actually have all of these notes available. Or, depending on how I want to approach it, there's a couple different versions that work in a minor chord of the notes that are available. But it's hard for me to play without looking backwards, but anyway, you get it. Once you know the notes, you can hit the right notes, and you can sing along using your most powerful voice that touches people. But you can't just sing, you know, like some people sing, It's hard for me to like sing closed, but I'm trying my best to give you examples. Or people who oversing. That sounds probably terrible. I hope it does. Maybe it doesn't, but learning how to relax your voice and use it is likely the most potent tool. And that's the 5 points of important knowledge, musical knowledge. If you would like to learn more about this or like to begin your journey on learning how to improve your relationship with sound as a healing tool and a therapeutic tool. And don't forget to subscribe.